Hi, welcome. So this week in Can You Sit With Me, we're going to release the stress in our hips. Our hips are doing a lot for us, as well as our sexual organs. Therefore, we have to regularly release the stress that gets us in them in order to have a smoother and easy life, as easy as possible. So if you feel ready to release some stress in your hips, then join me in this session of Can You Sit With Me? So first, find a comfortable position, best seated. If you want, you can sit against a chair or something that can protect your back if you have any restriction down there. And it should be comfortable to just sit. But if you feel any disturbance while seated, then feel free to stop or to change the position. Also, while we're doing this exercise, it's possible for some Kundalini movement to be experienced, especially when we release. If that is uncomfortable for you, you can stop the exercise. But if you don't mind, then just sit with me through this and let's get into it. Okay. So, are you seated? You can close your eyes, but you don't have to. And just focus on your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, I want you to use your imagination, because now we're going to imagine we have a Y stuck to our bottom. So the two hands of the Y has each a suction cup, and that suction cup is connecting the Y to our bottom, to our butt. And the tail of the Y is connected deep down into the earth, and it's connected either to the root of a tree or just to the earth itself, to Mother Nature, to Mother Gaia. And the tail of the Y is gonna pull. And when it pulls, you can squeeze your butt and fold. If your shoulder feel like folding, it's okay. You can squeeze your butt and fold. But don't try to restrict any movement that occurs while this is happening. And when the tail of the Y releases, you can relax. You can let it go and receive the new movement of energy from the earth into your body. And when you squeeze, you give. I'm currently seeing a tree in my mind's eye, and it's kind of distracting me a little because I wasn't expecting to see a literal tree. But if you see a tree in your mind's eye, that's okay. Just let it exist. Okay. Exactly. So when it pulls, you squeeze your butt and imagine all the stress that you have in your hips going into that suction cup, and it's been transported down into the earth towards the tree roots, and it's just there. You're giving nature your stress. And when the tail releases, you take in the new energy, and you can open up like a flower. When it pulls, you can close like a flower. Okay, once you're ready, your mind is in the right position, your body is in the right position, and your mind is in the right mindset, we can get started. Just keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Tree is coming closer. Okay, so if you're ready, let's start. Now we're going to change our breathing pattern. We're going to inhale, and then we're going to hold. And while we hold, we're going to squeeze. Let your shoulders do whatever they want. And then when you exhale, you release, you open up like a flower. So inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, squeeze it really tight, and exhale. Inhale, hold, 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 exhale. Now some of you might be feeling a warm sensation at the back of your hip, in your back, literally. And as long as it's not too overwhelming for you, keep doing the exercise. But if it's too overwhelming for you, you can stop the exercise. Inhale, hold, exhale. 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 When you inhale and hold, right then you squeeze, and like a flower, you will fold. And then you exhale like a flower, you open again. You inhale, you squeeze, and like a flower, you fold. And then you exhale, and like a flower, you open. Inhale, hold your breath and squeeze, and like a flower, you fold. And with your exhale, you open up. Inhale, hold, and squeeze, and exhale. Inhale, hold, and squeeze, exhale. Inhale, hold, squeeze, and exhale. I'm currently feeling the warmth in my back, and it's a light one. Squeeze, exhale, inhale, squeeze, exhale, open. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, open. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, open. Inhale, hold, and squeeze, exhale, and open. Inhale, hold, and squeeze, exhale, and open. Now you can keep on doing that until you reach a level, or until you feel something, or until you're ready to let go. And once you're ready to let go, you can do it in this way. Inhale, then exhale. Inhale, then exhale. Inhale, then exhale. Now imagine the suction cups coming off your butt cheek. Each one is popping off with every inhale and exhale. One comes off. Inhale, exhale, and the other one comes off. And now inhale again, and exhale, and slowly come back to the now. If you can still feel the earth, it's okay, because we're always connected. If you had your eyes closed, you can open them slowly. Thank you for sitting with me for this one. And remember, your hips, they store emotion, they store the stress, and they store the tension. Be sure to release the tension and stress at every opportunity. And remember, health is the true currency. Health and time. Thank you for sitting with me. See you next week. Bye.